They told me
that I needed to appreciate the little things more.
But that was never my problem.
They
They told me
told
I needed to see the beauty in every day.
So I took a photograph of a mirror, I put it in a frame, I hung it in my room, and I called it home. I drew tricycles on post-it notes.
Because they always made me smile.
And stuck them on the fridge to remind myself
How nice the colour yellow is. I whispered happiness into the floorboards just so I could hear it echo back from my footsteps.
Footsteps that creaked in empty hallways. I wasn't sure if I was enough for this world,
But sometimes that was too much for me, and I didn't know what to do with that excess, so I poured it into cups as big as milk crates.
They told me I should reach for the moon.
But that was 240,000 miles away.
And did you know that an astronaut on the moon can't tell a ditch from a canyon?
They have nothing to compare it to. There are no trees or cars.
No tricycles and no milk crates.
Nothing to use as a reference point. My only reference point was 240,000 miles out of reach.
And I didn't quite like how the room looked anymore. I mean, does it look smaller to you?
Yeah, smaller.
Are we getting the right energy?
Yeah, the right vibe.
Right feng shui.
Yeah. So I packed it up and stuffed it into a cutlery drawer.
I took down every post-it note and hid every smile under a cold kitchen tile.
I shouted down into the ground and made wallpaper for my failures to remind myself what hope
foolishness looks like. I spilled myself into cups that had holes in the bottom, cups I knew I could never fill.
But try to anyway.
I spilled myself into the cracks in the walls, even though I barely felt able to bind myself together. I spilled myself into the mirror.
So just for once,
I could watch somebody spilling themselves.
Back to me.
But my eyes
didn't spill a drop.
I'd always been told there was no point crying over spilled me.
I once shoved a whole room into a cutlery drawer because it looked so small next to the moon.
And they told me that I needed to appreciate the little things more,
but that was never my problem.
Even as a spilt fool.
Who only ever saw themselves in a frame.
That was never my problem. I worshipped every morsel the world dropped on my plate until I wore them down and used them up and moved on to the next one.
And when the world stopped serving me morsels,
I worshipped the plate instead.
Until that wore away too.
And so I worshipped the table, and when that wore away, I was face down on cold kitchen tiles.
And I could have sworn I hid something here once.
And did you know that an astronaut on the moon can't tell a ditch from a canyon, a stumble from a fall?
Happiness from the echo of a footstep.
Or smiles from cold kitchen tiles.
When there are no reference points, every inch feels like a mile,
and every hole at the bottom of a cup like a drain.
It's so easy to forget how nice the colour yellow is
for an astronaut on the moon. I could have sworn I hid something here. My sin wasn't missing the little things. It was forgetting how to create them for myself. Give someone a photograph and they'll see the universe in a frame.
Teach someone to paint and they'll see the universe in their hands.
Give them a cutlery drawer and they might just pull themselves out of it.
A little chipped around the edges from being stuffed into a drawer too small.
Give them a kitchen tile.
And they might find a smile hidden underneath.
In the shape of a tricycle.
On a post-it note.
Just to remind them how nice the colour yellow is. Thank you.